everyone. Happy Earth Day. This is my Earth Day shirt. Picked it because it has all trees, water, kind of like a little globe on my body. So, this lesson today is going to be talking about magnetism. So, magnetism is the force of attraction between certain materials. So, not all materials are going to be magnetic. And usually when we see magnets, we think of something like this, right? There's a red side, there's a blue side, and it can pick things up that are magnetic, okay? So this ball is magnetic. We call the ends of our magnet poles. Usually the red side they call the North Pole, and the blue side they'll call the South Pole. So I'm gonna label that. North Pole and our South Pole. And that kind of makes me think of the poles that we have on our Earth, because I know that on Earth there's a North Pole and a South Pole too. That's because Earth has its own magnetic field as well. Our vocabulary words today are going to be poles, okay, and these are the ends of our magnet. The word attract, which means to come together. So when things are attracted to each other, they want to be brought together, just like electrons and protons. And then the next vocabulary word is repel. So repel means to push apart from each other. Not all things are magnetic. So I have my magnet here. Paper clips probably have some sort of iron in it because that's magnetic. I'm able to pick that up. Let's see if we use like a stronger magnet. These magnets are pretty strong. Yeah, you could pick up a lot. So paper clips are magnetic. Try to take some of those off. Okay. What do you think about a soda can? So a soda can is made out of aluminum, so that is actually not magnetic. What about my sunglasses? Nope. So I have two magnets here with the North and South Pole, and then this magnet too. Same thing, just looks a little different, and then the poles are going to be here. Here's my North Pole and here's my South Pole. And the magnet's attraction is always strongest at the ends of the poles. I have some iron fillings, which is just, you know, like some magnetic shavings. And if they're made out of iron, that means that, you know, they're going to be magnetic. So if I spread these all out and I place my magnet, if I move my magnet around, you can see that the materials that are being picked up are being picked up by the poles. It's a little bit easier to see if I use the horseshoe magnet. So you can see, there we go, that the magnetism is strongest at the ends of the magnet. See, if I flip it over, it's not as strong. And like here, it's going towards the end and not so much the middle. So, watch what happens when I try to put like poles together. Okay, so the North doesn't want to touch other Norths. Okay, so this is kind of like electrons and protons. Electrons want to get to the protons. North wants to get to South. North is attracted to South. If I do opposite poles, so now I've changed this to the South Pole, pointing out, and I'm still going to use my North Pole. Now I have opposite poles. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, so right away, I was even actually able to pull it a little bit. Okay. So, opposite poles attract. Like poles repel or push away from each other. If I have two poles that are opposite each other, so north, south, they want to go together. And these magnets are pretty strong, so it has a really strong magnetic attraction. If I have two of the same poles, so two north or two south, they are not going to want to go to each other. So right now I'm trying to push them together and I literally can't, because they're repelling each other so hard. There's a force there. So let me see if I can show you that a little bit easier. I am going to put a magnet through this marker, okay, and I'm going to put the blue side facing up, so the south side facing up. Now, if I want these to repel each other, I want to put two like poles together, right? So I'm going to put the blue pole, the south pole face down so that they're going to touch each other, or they're going to try to touch each other. See what happens. Okay, so they're repelling each other right now. I can try and push them together, but there's two poles. See? Blue, blue against blue. They don't want to go together. Now, if I wanted to repel this red one now, I want to put like poles together so that they push away from each other. There you go.